Hello everyone. Before we start today's video, if you could all do me a solid and lightly tap the like button, perhaps share the video about and leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, subscribe as well. It would greatly help this channel. Thank you very much. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's Log, Subdates 22.11 to 8.2. We are edging perilously close to Moistmas, and my crew are under strict orders to decorate the boat on the first day of Moistmas. This includes stuffing every single candy cane up Bork's arse. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about KSI, one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. Has a few video series he does when he's not preparing to box or tour. He's got his fingers in a lot of pies and has rarely failed at whatever it is he sets out to do. If you've not heard of him, that's fine. He is well known, and I thought, why not talk about something that happened recently on Twitter, because people seem to be on the fence on this one. He had tweeted out, well, no point trying to collect the gift cards in the latest Try Not to Laugh. KSI is known for laughing quite easily, and he has forfeited himself multiple times, either monetarily or through slapping his own face or a wheel spin thing. It's been claimed before the video is even out, Lamau. It's not me, it's not Mo. Mo Saeed is KSI's video editor. The only person that's watched the video is someone at YouTube to check whether the video should be demonetized or not, crying with laughter emoji 3 times. Underneath is an image that shows email alerts for gift cards being received, as in someone has claimed the gift cards. Many of us creators do early access for channel members. KSI doesn't do that. Many of us provide early access for patrons. KSI has also not done that. He doesn't have Patreon. He doesn't need it. So early access really is only for those at YouTube who check to see whether the video is approved for monetization or not. And I'm sure he, like many of us, is used to the struggle of getting a video green check marked. Some of us have taken to using pinned comments as a means of applying links, and the reason why is because a lot of links in the past invariably get flagged by YouTube as inappropriate in the video description. That's why all my sources are pinned comment. That's not to say that that is a viable solution for him to employ, merely that many of us have taken an alternative route because YouTube appears to be a bit trigger happy. Bear in mind here, I still have a warning on my account for a link to an insider article that only talked about OnlyFans, yet goes into no explicit detail nor shows any nudity, yet I apparently violated the nudity policy. What makes me chuckle is because of the nature of the community KSI has built, it's hard to tell who is being serious in replies to him and who is not. So instead we're going to go to the follow-up tweet moments later. I'ma find out who the person that works for YouTube is, cause this ain't right. Bro just made 10k plus in Amazon gift cards. At this time of year, I have no doubt you make that money back. But your point is still valid regardless. No one should be taking from your audience what you give to your audience. Many creators do this, it is hardly a surprise. When you are big enough, you want to give back to your community. And if true, and someone did at YouTube take them from your community, that person needs to be fired. That said, when it comes to checking videos to see as to whether or not they are suitable for monetization, a lot of that is outsourced to other countries. So I'm not entirely sure or convinced YouTube will be able to find the person who did it. And I know someone's now going to say, yeah, but surely there'll be an ID to verify the person who approved it. They also use automated systems, and someone could have glanced at it, taken the codes and walked away. KSI's editor Mo has said on Twitter, video was supposed to be out today, but we delayed it till tomorrow because of timings, so listed privately on YouTube. Next thing you know, the codes are being claimed whilst the video was manually checked by YouTube. And as somebody pointed out underneath, chill. The money probably went to someone from a developing country who needs it, where YouTube outsources content moderation. So I was right about the moderation thing being outsourced. Some under Mo's tweet and under KSI's had spoken about perhaps this video was found by a random person, and that it merely slipped through the cracks and someone made bank doing it. I would point out, that only applies to unlisted videos. Private videos cannot be found. In fact, if you go to a video that's private, it will tell you it's private. You won't see anything. Now, a reply that did tickle me that led to a rather interesting back and forth came from Syndicate, aka Tom. He was replying to another thread, where a user by the name of Jake Lucky had tweeted about this situation. Underneath, a person called Loyal replied, "No reason for him to lie about this, and Mo isn't the type of guy to do this. He's been with JJ for years. Whoever reviewed the video from YouTube is getting fired as soon as they find out who it is. Syndicate, GTFO with that shit." Now that could be interpreted many ways. Many ways, but it's okay everyone. He has very kindly provided context. Some heated replies to this, but it was more along the lines of, nah, surely there's no way that's possible to the whole scenario. There's no way someone could understand that from my tweet though. Drunk Tom at his finest. Glad to clear that one up. The funny thing really is, you don't need to be drunk on Twitter to be misunderstood or misinterpreted. Although I would point out, it's very easy to misinterpret what you wrote because what you wrote didn't make much sense. At time of recording, YouTube have not responded to this particular incident. That would include them on Twitter with both the YouTube and Team YouTube accounts. Not gonna lie, I am a smidge intrigued as to see how they respond to it, if they can respond to it at all. Now, as this video is not long enough, let's take a look at things that didn't make it into This Week at Twitter, because I've got a couple of them that really deserve it. The first is a bug burger, and I'm going to ask you the following. Would you eat it if presented it? I'm going to say I'm not sure, because it depends on the bug. I have a shellfish allergy and some of them qualify. It would definitely be a hard no if I was asked, would you rather a steak or a bug burger? I'm always going to pick the steak.
Totally sustainable bug burgers in 10 minutes. Start by grabbing some air-dried bugs on Amazon. These grasshoppers cost me just £12 and provide me with all the protein I need for the week without destroying the planet. Get the bugs into a bowl and break them down. Blend them into a powder. This is our protein base. Next, cook a handful of rice in simmering water. While that's cooking, add some seed oil to the bugs and stir. Then some flour, sustainable is best. Then we add our bug mix to the rice. Give that a second to blend. Boom, bug burgers. Use your hands to shape the patty, then just fry until golden brown. Beautiful. Now cut some garnish, and look at that. Vegan cheese, garnish on top.
I'm kinda hoping still that this dude is still a Poe, because you can't be doing this and expect anyone to take you seriously. Firstly, you said it cost just £12. On that kind of budget, if you are lower income, honestly, I could buy so much more. The second, Waitrose flour. Could you be any more middle class? Seriously, how out of touch with reality are you that you think that tiny little portion that gives you all the protein you need is in any way going to compare to the almighty 850 gram bar of dairy milk that I have, and dozens of Terry's chocolate oranges? Given the choice again, we know exactly what I'm picking. The final thing I think we should all talk about is the fact that Andy Dick was trending on Twitter. Andy Dick is a comedy actor, person, yeah, okay. It's not because of this picture. As far as I'm aware, that is not Andy Dick, but Kathy Griffin. If it's not Kathy Griffin, it's quite the look-alike. Unless it is in fact Andy Dick, in which case, they look like twins, come on. No, it's actually for another reason, a more serious one. Many made very obvious jokes in the Twitter trending tag, that's quite alright. Actually, it's because Andy Dick has had the almightiest of falls from grace, and has recently been sentenced to 90 days in jail, along with having to register as an SEX offender. The reason why is because he was convicted of sexual battery. This conviction stems from April 2018, when an Uber driver had contacted the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department to tell them that Dick had groped them. His name makes for a rather interesting set of play on words. He was also ordered, though, to complete 52 Alcoholics Anonymous sessions, 52 Sexual Compulsion Anonymous sessions, 12 mental health counseling sessions, and pay restitution to the victim. Once he is released, Dick will then spend 12 months on summary probation, where he will then be closely monitored. A month ago, he was arrested for theft-related charges in Santa Barbara. He has a bit of a record, and it doesn't help him at all, really. He had actually recently mentioned that he wasn't exactly living well these days. And just to add to the criminal record, in May he was arrested during a live stream for felony sexual battery after a man who went by JJ accused him of molesting him in his sleep. If anyone is ever interested in watching someone fall so far, Andy Dick is a fantastic demonstration of that, and I do believe Turkey Tom had done a rather sublime video covering Andy Dick's fall. Go check it out.